Welcome to another installment of Trade Paperback Tuesday. We've taken a couple of weeks off due to the holidays, but it is January 7th, 2025. We are back in action to highlight some trade paperback slash graphic novels that we think you should check out. And this one is a request, actually. We had someone request X-Men. So I'm going to spotlight three X-Men trade paperbacks that are must reads, in my opinion. And the first one is the Dark Phoenix Saga. I actually don't have it in stock at the moment, but that lays the groundwork for so much X-Men history. It features the first appearance of Kitty Pryde. It features the first appearance of Dazzler. It features the first appearance of Emma Frost. The Hellfire Club, of course, Jean Grey becoming Dark Phoenix. Just fantastic, fantastic stuff, and really gives you the characterizations of these beloved characters that have stood the test of time. That story was originally published in the early 1980s, if memory serves, and again, really sets up who those characters are. Wolverine, Colossus, Cyclops, Nightcrawler, Storm, Jean Grey, again, Kitty Pryde, the Hellfire Club, Dazzler's in there, bunch of other characters. So that is where I would start. It's fantastic. Now, I should say that there are a ton of stories by Chris Claremont that I think are fantastic reads as well. A lot of the crossover events that took place in the 1980s, Fall of the Mutants, the Mutant Massacre, just to name a couple. All right, next up, we're going to jump into the 21st century with the Astonishing X-Men by Joss Whedon and John Cassaday. Now, this is the new modern era epic collection, and it collects the first 12 issues. So essentially the first half of the run by this creative team. And this was a shot in the arm for the X-Men when they really needed it. Joss Whedon, love him or hate him, again, he's got some personal issues, but there's no denying that he's a fantastic storyteller. And this was his first foray into comics, and he brought a new level of depth to a lot of these characters. Fantastic, fantastic stuff, especially for those of you that may not be interested in comics, and that doesn't make a lot of sense considering you're watching this. But I know lots of people where the Astonishing X-Men run by Whedon Cassaday was their introduction to comics. So fantastic book to pick up to get, again, these beloved characters that have stood the test of time. And then we're going to jump forward about 18 years, give or take, actually a little less than that, maybe about 10, 15. And we're going to go with House of X, Powers of X by Jonathan Hickman, Pepe Larraz, and R.B. Silva, I believe. So this turned the X-Men on their heads. This was a complete kind of, I don't want to say a reimagining, but it was something that had been done in X-Men that had never been done before. And it created so much excitement in the comic reading community. We had people in here every week, every time a new issue came out, they were at the door ready to buy the new issue. There was so much excitement over House of X and Powers of X and what Hickman was doing that it sustained the X-Men for several years until the recent kind of post-Krakoan age. So this introduces the Krakoan age of X-Men in a fantastic way. Stellar artwork, incredible storytelling. House of X, Powers of X is a must read. So that's just three, but obviously the X-Men have been around for a very long time. But if I could only pick three to give to someone new to the world of X-Men, it would be the Dark Phoenix Saga, Astonishing X-Men by Cassaday and Whedon, and House of X, Powers of X by Jonathan Hickman. Hope you found this helpful. If you have any other requests, let me know in the comments, and we'll see you next week.